the channel and welcome back to another video. Up here at the storage yard today, and what we're going to do is we've got the solar panel still outside. It's working well. In fact, it's probably doing better now than what it was when it was in the window. So what we've come up here to do today is in my last video, and I will put a link up here, I referred to the cover connector as a plastic rugby ball. Now I assumed that it was waterproof. I've got no clue where I got it from. I've had it for years and I just assumed that it was waterproof. Unfortunately it's not. So when I came up here last weekend, I noticed there was actually a little bit of water laying in the bottom, so it's obviously not waterproof. So what I've decided to do is I've decided to do away with that rugby ball. I'm still going to keep it because it'll come in handy for something, but I'm going to keep that. But what I'm going to do is the connector that's inside, which you've also seen in a previous video, and I'll put a link to that one up here, that is like the connector on the back of your car. It's fine, it works well, it does the job, but I don't like it. I don't think that it's right, but I have been told that it's fine by an electrician and he seemed to think it was fine, but that's me. I just don't like it, so I'm going to change that as well. So I've also got a length of cable. Now I've tried in vain on Amazon and eBay to get these parts. Now yes, I could get them on eBay and I could get them on Amazon, but they were 4 times the price, and I was quite surprised actually than what they were to get them in B&Q. Now let me just get the parts. Now these parts, this, let me put that in my pocket for a minute. This is 5 meters of 2 core 12 volt 16 amp cable. Now that's 5 meters. That cost me I think it was $4.59 in B&Q. I'm almost sure I'm right. It might be a couple of pence either way. And the other thing I bought was one of these connectors. Now this is a waterproof connector, which you can change, and I prefer this type of connector than the one I've already got on there. And that can only connect one way. You can't get it the wrong way round because it just doesn't fit. So it has to go that way round. So I'm going to change that one today. Now I am colourblind. I'm red and green deficient. But what I know it sounds silly, a guy who's colourblind doing electric work, but I do tend to concentrate more on what I'm doing when it comes to that than anything else. I assure you I will get it right. But anyway, the controller that's sitting on the back of the solar panel, I did transfer that in the locker underneath the front seat in the caravan. That's sitting in there, that's all ready to go. But it's the cable as well. Like I say, I've got 5 meters of the stuff. I'm going to replace all the cable as well. I might not even have to use this, and if that's the case, then this is £3 something that I've spent and I didn't really need to, but I will keep it and use it somewhere else. Yeah, not a problem. So let's show you what we're going to do and we'll get on with that. Okay, so at the battery locker here today, I will open it for you. I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, what we're going to do is just here, these cables, they run into the caravan. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out of here from where the controller is sitting behind the back of the battery here, under the sofa. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the cable from the controller out here and then off down to the solar panel down there. So we'll have the cables coming from here, which are these ones here. They'll go from where they are now, they'll go in here, and then they'll also come into, they'll go into the controller, come out of the controller, and then come back and go back to the solar panel. So we should be able to do that with everything that we've got here. So that's what we aim to do. Get rid of that because that is no good. I really don't like that. So yeah, we're going to get rid of that as well. So let's get all the stuff that we need out and we'll go from there. As suspected, I've just opened this up and there is still water in there. Like I say, I really, you know, if this had been waterproof, it would have had like a rubber seal around the edge there to keep all the moisture or even rain out, but that's not the case. We're going to change this. We're going to do away with this completely. I don't like this at all. I think it's a bad idea, and we're going to get rid of that. sorry, this is now a week later from where I left you at the last bit, which was looking at the connections in the rugby ball. I had a bit of a problem. The cable I bought was fine, it just wasn't long enough. So we've gone one better now. So let me put you on the handheld and we'll give you a walk round and we'll show you exactly what we've done now. Okay, so I'm going to try and keep the sun out of the picture as much as possible, but basically what we did is we had the cable that I bought was miles too short when I needed to do everything that I needed to do. So anyway, what we've got is that we have the sun, which is that way. Most of the day it comes over the top of the caravan by about 12 o'clock, and then you have a lot of the actual sun for the rest of the day. So what we did is we actually decided that we're going to put the actual solar panel at the back of the caravan and leave it there all the time. I don't see any other reason to move it now. I mean, it is showing that it works properly. Let me show you what we did with the back. What we've done is we've got this connector here, which at the time last week I told you was waterproof, so that's going to sit there like that. That's fine. We have this 110 cable. Although this is a 3-core cable, we're actually using it as a 2-core. There's nothing wrong with that. So that comes out of the black. You've got the plus and the minus there, which goes in this end, and then you're using the plus and the minus off of this 110 cable, which is running all the way up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck that underneath the caravan so you don't see it. There's plenty of the cable there, plenty. So what I did was I wasn't happy with the original connection I had. So what I did was I bought myself one of these. Let me just take that out so you can see. Okay, I took out, let me show you the bit I took out of there actually, because it makes more sense. This is the part that I actually took out of that hole there. So that is for satellite and TV. We don't use that. We use our internal, you know, the aerial on the roof. So we've put that in its place. And it fits in the hole perfectly. So we now have that connector, which is parts from the old solar panel. So literally we just plug it straight into there now, and that works perfectly. So if we just take a gander over, no, you can't see it. Let me go inside and show you. Sorry, you're gonna have to excuse the mess because I've made so much mess up here. I'm going to have to clean it up. I'm going to probably spend about half an hour cleaning this up now. So anyway, what we've done, we've got the cables running down there. You'll have to excuse them, they're a little bit untidy. I will tidy them up. But that is now reading 12.4 volts. Now this battery has been without charge for, I think it's about a week. Yes, about a week. So it's charging well. You can see that there. So that's doing brilliantly. So I'm going to leave that up there. I've screwed it on there. I've got some short screws which go through, and that holds it onto the top of the box. I didn't want to put it down on the floor here because what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to start making holes in the floor. You know, you've got the motor mover there, you've got the security system there. So I just didn't want to add to the amount of holes that were already in the floor. I mean, they were already done by the manufacturers. I just didn't want to start making holes and letting water in. So I think putting it on top of the plastic box there, and this is what houses the battery, I think putting it on top of the box there is actually a good place for it. What I'm going to do with them cables, I'm actually going to tidy them up with some zip ties, and yeah, that'll all be nice and tidy there. That's where the cable comes in through that hole there, down the bottom where the yellow cable comes through. So really and truthfully, we're not going to miss out on using that external point for the TV and the satellite. I've got a lot of mess to clear up around here. So anyway, so yeah, so that's basically what that is going to be like that, which I think is perfect. We've got all the cables nicely tied up. This cable, I'm going to put it underneath the caravan so it's all nicely tucked away. That's sat nav, sorry, that solar panel is going to sit there, and that won't move. What I might do is just on that back rest there, I'm going to get a sandbag, I think. In fact, what I'll do is I'll go and see the storage lady and see if she's got a couple of blocks or something I can just put on there just to weight it down. What I'll do is I'll take that cable, which is over there, and I'll put that underneath the caravan. That'll keep that all nice and tidy. My next door neighbours won't see anything, so that'll all be nice and tidy for them. And that's how we're going to play it basically. So it's really nice and easy just to unplug that lead now from where it is inside the box. Before it was I just didn't like the setup. I thought it was a bad setup. This has all been done correctly as far as I'm concerned. It's done correctly how I want it. Like I said to you earlier on in the video, I am colourblind, red and green deficient. I have been over my connections 4 times now. I took pictures. I also went over the pictures so I knew exactly what I was doing. Everything has been put back how the way it should be, so there's nothing there that's going to cause a fire. It's got a fuse in line on the live side. That's all been put in, and that's all, well, you can see it's all working because it came up with the voltage. So that now is all ready to put underneath. Okay, so that's it. That's how it's going to sit. You can see the cable comes out down the bottom there, goes underneath the caravan. It's all nice and tidy. That's how it's going to stay till we go away next year, 2021. Anyway, for this video I think that'll do. We've got everything we wanted to accomplish today, even though it's taken me now 2 weeks to get it done. I'd rather take my time. As I said, being colourblind, I don't think I should be rushing it. I make sure I've done everything 3 or 4 times, which I've done. That's all now working. I'm going to stay up here for about an hour. I'm going to go through everything, just make sure nothing's untoward. I know it's not, but I'm just going to be safe than sorry. I just like to thank all my subscribers that have stayed with me throughout these this last, I think it's year and a half now, since I started this channel. More importantly, I'd like to thank Martin the Caravan Nut for getting me on my way with my subscribers. I had a few subscribers, probably about 35 subscribers, and then Martin did mention me in one of his vlogs, which again, Martin, I really do thank you a lot. I really appreciate you and what you've done. And then you got me on my way, and I think I'm at 590 subscribers now. So I really do thank you for that, and I hope you have a really good Christmas with your family. This Christmas, it's going to be a bit different for everyone. Me and Sarah are spending it with Sally, our dog. We're not seeing anyone at all, so probably like a lot of people, it's just going to be just very, very small, very different this year. So yeah, I think that's it really. We will be back in the new year with hopefully holiday vlogs. Hopefully more fix-its and how-tos and everything like that. I have got a couple of things in the pipeline that I want to do, but I'm not going to say anything now. I'm going to clear up this mess in the caravan now because it is quite bad. The floor needs sweeping. So anyway, one other thing, just very, very quickly. I want to say a big thank you and a big hello to 2 friends of mine, Stuart and Linda Eastwood. Now Stuart, I spoke to Stuart last week, and he says he sits there and watches all my videos, and Stuart, thanks mate, I really appreciate your time in looking at my videos, but I hope you and your family have a lovely Christmas as well. So anyway, we'll leave it there. Like, share, subscribe. Please give it the thumbs up if you thought it was any good or interesting to you. Please share, and if you haven't already, subscribe. I really would appreciate it. It does the analytics a lot of good. So we'll see you soon. Have a great Christmas and a happy new year.